Happy Tuesday. I was out yesterday for a long weekend to celebrate my anniversary, and it was a lot of fun, and I had a great time. But I did get some reading done over the last week and a little bit this weekend. One of the books I want to talk about first is by Dorothy Gilman, Miss Pollifax, Unveiled. So Miss Pollifax is an old friend of mine. I actually read a lot of her stories when I was in college. When I lived in Powell, the library was this big, and there wasn't a great selection, so I read almost everything they had. And Miss Pollifax is an older lady. She's maybe in her 60s. She's the perfect grandmother type, and somehow she gets embroiled in this CIA mess, but she manages to get out and do exactly what needs to happen to solve the problem. And so they decide to use her as a consultant. And so over the course of the book, she does more and more things, and they get more and more dangerous. This is one of the most recent ones, and I hadn't read it yet, so it was nice to visit an old character, but still have a new story. She goes to Damascus to rescue an American girl, and she meets up with an old friend that she's done some work with before with the CIA. Things get a little scary, it's a little touch and go. I liked it. I really enjoy it, and maybe it's the nostalgia in me, but I really did enjoy it. The public library will probably have them, and I definitely got that off of Reads on the public library website, so you can definitely go there. The book that I read this weekend mostly is Shade Me by Jennifer Brown. It's about a girl who can see colors when she looks at words and numbers. You can imagine how confusing that is. Like, it's hard enough to read anyway sometimes. But if you looked at a number and the 3 was pink and the 4 was purple and the 5 was brown, instead of remembering 3, 4, 5, she remembers pink, purple, brown, because those are the colors that those numbers always are for her. So she's got twice as much data coming in, and she has to sort through it. And as challenging as that is, she gets a phone call from a girl who's about to land in the hospital because she's about to get the stuffing beat out of her. So that's how the book opens, is this girl gets a phone call, and the next day the cops show up and say, "Do you know this person?" She's like, I really don't know this person. And so the whole mystery unravels, and she's trying to solve the crime of how the girl got beat up, and she visits the girl in the hospital, and the girl has a family, and she sort of gets involved in them. It's really, really good. And it's book 1. Book 2 we will be ordering very, very soon, because I really need to read the next one. I definitely enjoyed it. It's just a good mystery. And the fact that she can see colors, it makes it even more interesting. So the last book I read was Citizen, an American Lyric. It is in the poetry section, even though it's sort of written lyrically. Like, there's no stanzas. There's like, it kind of felt like essays a little bit. It was so powerful. It's about being a person of color in a very white world. And it really stopped and made me think. Like, one of the stories that she tells is she is out somewhere at a store, and her white friend goes in front of her, and they scan the girl's card, and she goes, and then she presents her card, and the guy behind the counter goes, "Do you think your card will work?" I can't count on one hand the number of times that my card hasn't worked because I wasn't paying attention, or a bill just went out that I wasn't expecting. Many times I have scanned my card and people go, "It was declined. Do you want to try again?" I'll be like, "No," because there's probably nobody right there, let's be honest. But I've never had someone look at me and think, based on the color of my skin, that my card wouldn't work. Like, that's crazy. Except that it's not crazy, and things like that do happen. And so there are some great stories. There's a collection of essays about Serena Williams and how she gets called out when she plays tennis because she's not as white as her uniform, kind of thing. And it really opened my eyes and made me think. I really did enjoy it. It was powerful, is how I would describe it. So if you're interested in our poetry section, Claudia Rankine. If you guys have another suggestion or you want to talk about these books, come in and see us. Have a great week.